Hello everyone, welcome to another recipe video. You're probably thinking, how the hell do I make a cake using only 2 ingredients? Am I just bluffing? In this video, I will show you exactly how to make this cake, and because there's only 2 things that we need for this, it's very cheap to make. I only spent $2 on all the ingredients. Let's go and make it. First, let's make the caramelized sugar. Turn on the heat to medium heat and place a small cooking pan. Add 3/4 cup of sugar into the pan, then add 2 tablespoons of water. By the way, if you guys want the full recipe, you can check it out in the description box below. Swirl the pan a little to make sure that the sugar gets wet with water. And you can use a wooden spoon or a spatula to mix the sugar and the water together, just to make it easier, because I was struggling there trying to swirl it. Leave it to cook over medium heat and you will notice that some parts will turn into golden brown color faster. When this happens, stop mixing it to prevent it from burning, and also just to make sure that the sugar caramelizes evenly. Once it turns into this kinda darker golden brown color, quickly transfer the caramel into the baking pan. I'm using a 15 cm by 7.5 cm round baking pan. Then swirl the caramel to make sure that the bottom of the pan is evenly covered with the caramel. I was a bit slow, so the caramel turned a bit hotter. If this happens to you as well, just use a spatula or a spoon to spread it around. Let's leave the caramel to harden and cool down somewhere in the kitchen for now. Next, onto our eggs. We're using 6 eggs in total. Make sure that these are in room temperature because they're easier to whip. Let's separate the egg whites from the egg yolk because we're only using the egg whites for this recipe. I'm using this little trick to separate my eggs, but you can do it your own way, whatever you find is easier for you. Put the egg whites in one bowl, but don't throw away the egg yolks. Put it in a container and you can use it to make custard or egg flan. Beat the egg whites using an electric mixer, and when the egg whites become foamy, gradually add 3/4 cup of sugar. Make sure to add the sugar after the egg whites have started to get foamy, but well before they've started to form peaks. It's important to add the sugar after a brief amount of whipping because this gives the protein network some time to form while leaving enough time for the sugar to dissolve in the egg white mixture. Now we've added all the sugar, we will now whip the egg whites until stiff peaks form, like this one here. You'll know it's ready when you turn the bowl upside down and the meringue just stays in place. It's actually amazing, and it's kinda scary to do it, but it won't fall down. Scoop the meringue into the cake pan with the caramelized sugar that we prepared earlier, and use the spatula to press down the egg whites to make sure that the cake will be even on top, but it does not have to be perfect. Just make sure that it's all intact and the top is as flat as you can get it to be. Look at that beautiful white batter. It kinda reminds me of melted marshmallow. Is this how they make marshmallow? Actually don't know. Now let's prepare the water bath. Grab a big rectangular baking pan and put the round pan in the middle. Pour hot water into the baking pan around 60 degrees Celsius and fill it up to approximately 3 centimeters high. Don't use boiling water, by the way, it will be too hot. But you can boil the water first, then add some cold water after, and then you can use that. Bake it in a preheated oven at 160 degrees Celsius and bake it for 30 to 35 minutes. Slowly place the baking pan in the oven. Try to be as careful as possible because the water might spill. The cake is going to expand a lot while it's in the oven, but that's fine. After baking, take your cake out and leave it to cool down. It will deflate a lot when it comes out of the oven. It will also come off the side of the pan as it deflates, so you don't have to worry about running a knife around it. It will come off easily. Grab a plate or a cake stand and place it on top of the cake pan, then flip it. Remove the baking pan, and here's your cake using only 2 ingredients. You can make more caramelized sugar and drizzle it on top. It's best to eat it right after it's cooled down. It's soft, light, and it's not too sweet. Although I understand that some people might need to get used to the texture, if you prefer dense cake, this might not be for you, but it's definitely worth a try. I hope you guys liked this video and let me know in the comment section what recipe you want to see next. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on Instagram at PreMC for more updates. See you in the next one. Bye!